Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I am so excited to try out another Purlisse makeup product. So Purlisse is one of my favorite brands. I love their skincare and I love their BB and CC creams. So when I saw that they had a primer, I was so excited and I knew that I had to try it. So this is the Silk Glow BB Base Primer. Oil-free, satin sheen, natural glow finish, extends makeup wear for all skin types, even sensitive skin. And what makes this even better is I was actually able to redeem ipsy points to get this for free, pretty much. And I love trying out primers, so I can't wait to see how this is. So this brand, Purlisse, it's beauty through Asian wisdom, made in USA. It says that this is a multitasking base primer that preps skin for makeup with a natural, healthy glow. It's supposed to provide a brighter skin tone, reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, and dullness. And they say to use it with the BB and CC creams, which I have all three, and I love all of them, but I figured I'll use the Perfect Glow BB cream to test this out with today as well. It's also free from parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, and animal cruelty. And you can probably hear Dexter squeaking his toy in the background. And this has a retail value of $28. So it has a squeezy tube here. I'm just gonna start out with a little bit on my finger. Oh, it has like a tan color to it, so I'm very curious if it's going to be tinted at all. But what I'm gonna do is only apply it to half of my face so that we can see how it really looks. I like the texture of it. It's basically like a lotion consistency, kind of thin, but almost has like a little bit of like a moussey feel. But, ooh, I'm noticing a nice blurring effect to the skin. Also moisturizing because my chin is pretty dry. But it had a really nice smoothing, blurring effect over the large pores that I have here on my cheek. But I would say it blended out clear, like we're not seeing any tint or coverage from this. And a little goes a long way, but I just want to make sure I'm thoroughly primed, so I'm just taking a tiny bit more. So now the primer is applied to half of my face, and I have to say I'm surprised to see that there's not really any glow. Like I was expecting some sheen, some, I don't know, like radiance to it, but it's a very natural finish. It looks great on the skin, but it's just not exactly what I was expecting based off of the description of it, because it's a very smoothing appearance. I would almost say it's a little bit mattifying as well, but still pretty moisturizing. Like my chin is still looking a little bit dry, but it's more hydrated than it was, but it's not completely hydrated. But I would definitely not think that this side of my face had more glow to it. So we're gonna see when I go ahead and I apply the BB cream. But my first impression is my favorite thing about this is that smoothing, blurring effect, where if you're someone that doesn't wear a full face of foundation, you could just put this primer on to smooth over large pores and texture and just give a slight filter to the skin, which I think is great. But so let's go ahead and see how the BB cream looks on top of this and if it makes any difference. So first I'm applying the BB cream to the side of my face without the primer. And I will say my skin is still recovering from me using too much retinol on it. So it's pretty dry still, and I can see like some dryness peeking through on my cheek. So I'll be really curious if the side with the primer doesn't have that dry texture. That would be great. Also, yeah, zero tackiness to the side of my face with the primer. And in my experience, I actually like a tacky primer because I think it makes the makeup stick on better, gives me a bit more coverage. I feel like it lasts longer. So I'm also surprised by just how soft and smooth of a feel this primer has. So like I could notice right away as I'm applying the BB cream, there's no like stickiness onto the primer like I experience with other tacky primers. So applying the BB cream feels the same as applying it without the primer. Easy to apply, but I feel like I'm getting the same amount of coverage. Ooh, I'm very happy to say that the side with the primer still looks smoother in terms of the pores and texture to my skin. Like there is a lot smoother of an appearance over my pores on this side compared to this side. So it is smoothing underneath the foundation, not just in appearance, which is great. And it's a little hard to tell because both sides of my face have some sheen to it. But I will say that this side has slightly more smooth, glowing sheen. And the side with the primer doesn't have that dry texture that I have on my other cheek from my skin being dry from the retinol. So it is smoothing and moisturizing in that sense as well. So it looks really good. Like I would definitely want to use the primer rather than without it. I mean, this BB cream is beautiful. This side still looks fine, but this one just, it has that little bit of a filter, of a smoothing effect. Like the pores are smaller, there's less dryness, and it's just like the slightest bit better looking. And I am so picky with my foundation and how smooth the foundation and the skin looks. And since this primer really does like make it look a little bit smoother, then I think it's worth it, and I'm very happy to see that. And then I have to put this to the wear test, and I'll see if this really does help the makeup last longer. So as the day goes on, I'll check and see if this side looks any different than the side without the primer, if this one lasts longer, if it looks smoother, less dry, less oily, whatever happens, I will let you know. In the description down below, I will type out my wear test results. So I'm hoping that it looks as fresh and nice as it does right now all day long. And I do find that this BB cream wears really well. By the way, I have a full dedicated review video on the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB cream that I can have linked in the description down below if you want to see more information on this product. So although I was a little bit surprised that this wasn't as shiny, glowy, radiant as I was expecting, I still really like this primer. I just would describe it more as a smoothing primer, which I love a smoothing primer because texture, large pores is one of my main skin concerns, and this really does such a great job at targeting those skin concerns for me. Oh, yay. I just love Purlisse. So I definitely would love to know in the comments down below your thoughts and experience with the Silk Glow BB Base Primer. And let me know if you have any other favorites from Purlisse, because if there are any that I have not tried out yet, I'm definitely going to have to get those if you say that you love them. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.